Hey guys, this is episode 60 of the Daily BE, and today's topic we're going to look at pockets on a jacket. And there's something called Besom pockets, and what they are, you've probably seen them before, probably on like a really fancy tuxedo jacket or something very sophisticated looking. It's a very small little slit as opposed to having a more typical flat pocket. And we're talking about on your jacket. These are the side pockets. And I'll give you a close look here in a second. But the whole idea behind them is that they're a much more sophisticated look. Again, being very clean lines, not a lot of extra material, and it's kind of a really polished look. And they're called, they're set-in pockets, as opposed to like a pocket on the back of your jeans, where that we call it as being set out. So you take fabric and then you sew it onto other fabric, whereas a Besom pocket is a pocket that's cut into a garment instead of being sewn on. Does that make sense? And so they often have a reinforced piping that kind of forms the border here. This is a Besom pocket, and again we'll go closer here in a second, but very clean, very flush, not a lot going on, right? And one drawback, though, is that it's not quite as functional, right, as a sewn-on pocket. For instance, and this pocket isn't even a working one, it's just decorative. But if it was working, it would really be making a pocket that isn't going to have near the carrying capability of something that was sewn on. So again, think your typical flat pocket design or similar on a suit jacket. And usually, if there is an inner pocket, it's made of a very thin material, because you want to maintain that smooth look. And what that can mean for things like dry cleaning and durability over the years, it's not going to hold up quite as well. So again, this all kind of comes full circle to know that a Besom pocket is really for the look, and it's a little bit more decorative than it is functional. In men's suiting and men's styling, usually things are very practical. And that's why, of course, we encourage working buttonholes on the sleeve cuff of your jacket, because it's just kind of a throwback to the old times. The Besom pocket is probably one exception where we have it just to look good. And if you recall, actually, I don't know if I've said this before, I should do a video on this, but the pockets that you should use in a jacket are pretty much all the pockets except the two on the side of the coat. And that's, again, if you threw in like your car keys or your cell phone in this big clunky item that's inside a very visible pocket. And what we like to see is a very clean silhouette, very clean contour that's free of obstructions and extra material. And so for that reason, a Besom pocket is pretty cool. Probably enough said. I'll stop pontificating and we can show you a closer look here. Okay, so here are two different jackets, both very sophisticated coats, and both actually peak lapels, and both very fine fabrics. But one difference, aside from color obviously, this is a Besom pocket, just this little slit. And I don't have a ticket pocket or anything up here, it's just one side pocket on either side of this coat. And the intention is that this is my single button, I keep calling it the cocktail jacket, where it's a very sophisticated coat, and I wanted to really dress it up and make it look very luxurious and smart looking in a lot of ways. And to maintain the real clean lines and the nod to simplicity, in which again we only have one button closure, I thought that the Besom pocket was perfect for that. So that contrasted to this guy, a great looking coat, really cool fabric, ticket pocket, pick stitching around the flap here, and still very clean, right? Because the fabric is of a high quality, it lies flat, really good coat, really good option. But we still have the pockets here. And also notice a lot of high quality suiting, everything is just going to stay flush, right? It's not going to wrinkle and start to cause problems and things and get bunched up. And so with this one, even though we have a flap, I think it totally still works. And then you can see it's a little bit of contrast. This is one of Brett's coats. Very cool coat. But two different looks. And from a distance you can probably barely tell. But this is one of those things that it's really comes down to your preference. What do you want? And you'll probably notice in a lot of my jackets, I always kind of go for the Besom look. That's just my personal favorite, just like I always do 3 working buttonholes and not 4 on the jacket sleeve. So again, remember episode 50, discovering your own style and trying everything. I've kind of decided that one of my favorite things is a real clean look of a Besom pocket. So let me know what you guys think. As a quick overview on this pocket style and kind of the pros and cons. And we will be back with another video for another day. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate your attention.